Good morning. My name is Belén López Álvarez, and on today's webinar, we are going to present our new website for the ERN TransplantChild. Today, almost everyone uses the internet in their daily lives. It is one of the main sources of information. The ERN TransplantChild works not only to improve the quality of life of transplanted children, but also to provide access to relevant information for patients, families, and healthcare professionals. The TransplantChild website aims to reflect the main purpose of the network and its key activities and projects. It is also an important channel of communication with families and patients. We have worked to make the design of this new website easier and more intuitive. This new website is oriented to two types of users: the patients and families and the healthcare professionals interested in the process of pediatric transplantation. The website is divided in different menus where the user can find the relevant information on the network. It also has information on the works and projects for patients and families and for healthcare professionals. It is also available the general purpose of the ERN TransplantChild and the way it works within the different strategic areas. Finally, we have some information of the European Reference Network and a link to find more information about them. Finally, we can see the access to our social media like Twitter, also some important news and events, and the calendar. If we access now the portal for patients and families, we can find important information for patients who are suffering in the process of transplantation. First, an interesting flyer on how can ERN help patients with rare diseases and the way patients are involved in the network, that you can download it in different languages. Also, we can find the different patients' organizations that are collaborating and working with ERN TransplantChild from different EU countries. Within the ERN TransplantChild, patients are a key part of the network, and therefore they are represented in a patient committee. One of the key projects of the network with patients are the use of prompts and prems, where the objective is to listen to the patient's opinions and experiences to include it within the healthcare process. You can find more detailed information of this project here, where the project is well explained and you can see more of the work that has been done with patients. Also, ERN TransplantChild has developed some documentation that can be useful for patients and families, like the Patient's Recommendations Guide, that can be downloaded in different languages. Also, some brochures of our patients with information on the ongoing research activities, the virtual consultation process, and also frequent asked questions. Finally, we have a list of the most common questions asked by patients and families. Now, if we access the portal for professionals, we can find the most important activities of the network carried out by healthcare professionals within the different strategic areas and working groups. First, we can see the key activities of the network for this year that consist on the virtual consultation through the CPMS system, the development of a clinical practice guideline, and the European Registry on Paediatric Transplantation, PITER. Within the Education and Training Working Group, different activities have been done, like the annual course on translational research, the secondment programs, and of course the weekly webinars that we are organizing every Thursday, that through this link you can access all the webinars. The ERN monitoring is also part of the work done by the ERN TransplantChild, where this working group defines and collects the objectives and indicators of the ERN centers in order to ensure the quality and the expertise of the network. As a European network, TransplantChild is aware of the most important research goals, and also the network is doing a strong work and collaboration with the EGPRD and also with other rare disease projects like the Joint Research Center and others. Finally, within the Networking and Knowledge Working Group, we have some interesting interviews of different pediatric transplantation experts and their experience in the network and their perspectives for the near future. If we access the About Us menu, we can go more on detail on the structure and the objectives of the ERN TransplantChild. First, with a clear definition of the ERNs and the background and context of the ERN TransplantChild. Then, we can explore the governance of the network and how it's organized. The Executive Committee is an important part of this structure, and here we can know the coordinator of the network and also the coordinators of the different working groups. The network is now composed by 18 centers of 11 different countries, but is constantly growing. On this map, we can find the members of the ERN and also the list of centers by country. Finally, we can explore the interactive map developed by the ERN to see the pediatric transplantation activity in Europe by age and divided by year. Finally, in the last tab, we have the news and media of the network. All the relevant information to be updated on the activities and events of the ERN TransplantChild. Now we have this special column dedicated to the health emergency of COVID-19, with some resources and information on how this crisis has affected the pediatric transplantation activity among the European centers. Also, you can explore the different posts by date and category. We also want to highlight the direct access to the platforms of the network, the e-learning that will be available very soon, and the CPMS and ECP. Finally, to encourage you to subscribe to our newsletter, where you will receive all the important information of the network and some news related to the pediatric transplantation field and the rare disease projects. Also, you can check our last newsletters here. If you have any question or you want to collaborate with us, please do not hesitate to contact us by the contact form. Thank you very much for your attention.